So I'm starting a new series where I go over the projects that we are working on. I am currently on the rooftop at a remodel project, outdoor kitchen. Before we even begin the pretty stuff, we had a lot of water issues. As you can see, the owners had some planters that were sitting on the walls, and those caused a lot of leaks through the cracks of the wall. We had a complete demolition of the roof from floor to the parapet wall, and we installed a brand new roof system. In this case, it's a flat roof with parapet walls. So as you can see here, you can notice that there was a ton of leaks. So I don't want to go too much into details, but here's a new completely look of the deck. That TPO was tightly sealed by glue. Um, and then also on top of that, we made sure that we tested the water before we finalized the build out on this. As you can see here, we're using a welding gun, seals the joints and glue them together, making sure that it's really airtight. Now, this is a practice where you have to go over and over it so many times before you can completely weld the joints. So it's what we're doing. Here's where we put the overlay of the TPO over the roof deck, making sure that it's nice and tight and making sure that everything has been glued together properly. Again, go over the layers, making sure every joint was welded properly, making sure that it is sealed and tight neatly. Here I'm testing the water to make the water leaks to make sure that the deck is sealy. And so what we did was to pour some water into this area and left this for a couple of days. And what happens is we go to the bottom of the garage level to make sure that we have no leaks. So we had open ceilings in the garage to make sure that we can detect where the water is coming from. But here you see me playing around with water, making sure that we have installed and make sure that we had all the end joints welded properly. You can also tell that we raised the TPU all the way up to the parapet wall versus a quarter or 16 inches is what the industry standard is. But we did this where we went all over the top to make sure that we are completely sealed all the way. Here's just the picture of the project we are installing once it's all said and done. Here are some of the caulking mechanisms. We're making sure that all of our pergola is being installed properly and sealed, dried out. This was the install process. And it was just a hard project to install. Since this was on a rooftop, it is such a painstaking process to make sure everything is properly done. And here's the finished product.
Check out more projects for waterproofing tips and transformations. We will be sharing the rest of the project walkthrough on our next video.